was going to say chicken butt.
No, you've definitely started recording.
I just did.
Okay, yeah, so I hope everyone heard chicken butt.
Yeah, that's where it started.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got it good. Welcome back.
You always do this shit to me.
Yeah, pretty much. Add some naturality. Naturality.
Organicism.
Whoa.
Makes it more organic.
What is the way to use that? Organicness?
No, that can't be right.
It's definitely not organic.
Ism. I don't know if that's actually a word.
Organicality? That's definitely not.
Okay, no, that's originality that you're thinking of. Organicness. It's probably organicness.
English sucks.
Yeah, it does.
While we're on the topic.
Big fact.
English fucking, like, I think the most people right now in the world know English and Spanish is, like, the two most common languages in the world.
Pretty sure it goes Spanish then English. Or no, English then
no,
Spanish.
because
Sorry,
of China.
Yeah. Because of China.
Well, I mean, a lot of them
I do
know English.
This is a weird fact. The most common language on the internet is English and then French.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's weird. At least it was when I took French in, like, 8th grade.
Right now, it's probably French because all those yellow vesters are probably trying to coordinate rallies and stuff. That shit, France, self-destructing right now. Have you checked the news on that stuff?
You know I don't watch the news.
No, so, wow, we got This wasn't even what we were planning on
talking
talking.
Welcome to the next episode
this
of the
wasn't even
Sidebar
what we were
Podcast.
planning on talking about.
I'm your co-host, Will Mitchell, joined by my host, Will Hand.
Damn right.
We haven't even...
Wait.
There it is. Okay. We started talking before we even got done with our introductions.
Yeah.
But hey, it's just the organicness of it.
Basically, the I guess president or the organicness. I guess the president of France or whatever like raised taxes, and then
Oh yeah.
like people started peacefully protesting, and then he literally got on the media and was like, "I'm not gonna listen to a single word you guys say." And so then their numbers like literally times themselves by like 100, like the protesters, and then they just started burning the city to the ground. This all took place in like 2 months. So
Okay,
which is
I know
really
about
funny because
yellow
this morning,
vesters, but I know about all that shit, but
yeah, that's why.
I didn't know.
Which is
to
funny
that extent.
because this morning I saw an ad at the school for study abroad in France, and
I'm trying to go to France.
I was
this
like,
summer.
probably fucking not, man.
I'm trying to not Paris because fuck Paris, but I'm trying to go to France this summer.
Yeah, whatever the tower is that like the famous video of the Nazis walking under in France.
The Eiffel Tower.
No.
The Arc de Triomphe.
Yeah, that one.
With the rolling R's and everything.
Yeah, they
Arc de
basically
Triomphe.
surrounded it with like 20,000 people, and then like the cops got involved, and shit got
Which,
wild.
for everyone tuning in who doesn't know French, that means the Arch of Triumph.
Wow. That's like Andy from The Office.
Yeah.
What is it? Au revoir, mon fiancé, or whatever, and he's like, that means goodbye, my fiancé.
Yeah, French is actually a really easy language.
Yeah, English sucks.
English does suck.
We have so many weird fucking rules.
Yeah. Well, my
like
favorite
I
thing,
before E except after C doesn't even apply to
that's
half
not
the
a real
fucking
rule.
words.
Yeah. My favorite, I'm going to look it up real quick. It's pineapple in every other language except English.
That's funny.
That one is hilarious.
I know that. No, because I took Spanish for like 2 weeks this semester, like one of the higher level Spanishes, and then I realized I didn't need it. And the professor goes up to the board. He writes all the vowels on the board, right? So A, E, I, O, and U. For those of you who I guess didn't fucking know the vowels. He writes all the vowels on the board, and he's like, hey, in English, this can be...
Yeah. What's up with sometimes Y? When is Y a vowel?
We're not going down that rabbit hole. But he's like,
Just saying.
A, in English, this is A, like, he goes through all the vowels like this, right? And every single vowel in English has... like basically 3 different ways that you can say it based on the word, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. He goes, in Spanish, A, E, I, O, U. That's it. He was like, what? Why do we even try with English?
But,
Like,
okay,
he got so upset. This is day 1 of the class.
There is that, but at least we don't have accent marks. Because forgetting an accent or putting the wrong accent completely changes a word. So at least we don't have to deal with that. And feminine, or like masculinity and feminism, or that's not masculine and feminine words. At least we don't have to deal with that shit.
But here's the deal. In Spanish, in context, even if you're writing and it doesn't have the accent mark, you can tell based on context what it is. It's not a big deal.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't see that as a huge issue.
But yeah, literally in every single other language,
Oh boy.
that isn't English. Well, it's like Arabic, Armenian, Danish, Dutch, blah blah. Georgian is in there. Hindi, Hungarian, Icelandic, Spanish, Swedish, Turkish, Norwegian. There's a bunch of fucking languages.
I feel like
in here.
people forget that like really northern Europe has different languages.
They have really weird languages too. They're really interesting sounding, but it's all pronounced differently, I'm sure. But Ananas,
ananas.
Bananas without the B.
Yeah.
Ananas. Ananas.
Yeah.
Ananas. One of them has an O on the end. Esperanto. What language is Esperanto?
Sounds Portuguese.
I don't know. Well, it has an O on the end.
Portuguese is like Spanish's
Yeah.
like stepbrother.
That one has an O on the end. Some of them have different accents in different places. And then there's English that's pineapple. Cause
we went wild.
It hang off tree and look like pine cone. I'm pretty sure even Hawaiian is anyanyas.
And I mean, while we're on the topic of like accent marks and stuff like that, I mean, we have a language where there, and there is all said the exact fucking same, but it's spelled different.
Dude.
So I don't, I'm not going to make a defense for English when it comes to accent marks.
Yeah.
Plus, accent marks and shit make your words look cool as fuck.
They do.
Like, I want the 2 dots above my U.
That is pronounced
Umlaut. Oh, well, it's called an umlaut.
Yeah, well, it's pronounced
Yeah, I want 2 dots.
Great.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. Why only get 1 dot with an I? This is dumb.
It's called a tittle.
I thought it was a jot.
Pretty sure it's a tittle.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
The dot over the I? You dot your I's with
so
tittles.
there's 2 things that are basically like small markings that go on letters in Latin or Hebrew, I'm not sure. And it's called a jot or a tittle. Jot and a tittle. They're 2 different things.
Yeah, that's Latin.
I guess it's a tittle with an I.
I'm sure it's also Hebrew, actually, now that we're talking about it.
I think so.
That's what I love about French, though, is French is the purest, if y'all haven't picked up yet, I have family that lives in France, and I've taken a lot of French. But French is the purest form of Latin that still exists. Like, it's basically just an evolved version of Latin. Whereas English is some fucked up, like, Woodstock orgy love child of German, Anglo-Saxon, French, Spanish, all that. All the Romance languages had a really fucked up night fueled with absinthe and acid, and English popped out of that. Absinthe and acid.
Well,
name of this episode. Absinthe and acid.
I'm not naming this episode Absinthe and Acid. The only disagreement that I have with that, I do not personally enjoy the way French sounds.
It does sound kind of ugly sometimes. I agree.
It sounds like somebody's talking. You ever play Chubby Bunny when you were a kid?
Yeah.
See how many marshmallows you can fit in your mouth?
Oh, it is a very throaty language.
It sounds like somebody's playing Chubby Bunny and they're suffocating to death.
Throaty. Yeah, it's a throaty language. So
it's just
German,
like their mouth.
It's a different kind of, because
German
German always
harsh.
sounds angry.
Yeah, German is harsh.
Yeah.
And then like Russian is really fucking harsh.
Yeah, it is.
This is the racist part of our podcast.
It's not racist if it's factual.
Chinese is very aggressive.
I take that back. Nobody ever fucking quote me on that.
Yeah. Chinese is very aggressive.
Is it? I don't really know much about.
I mean,
I know a little bit about Korean.
I took
but not
Chinese for like talk about it. So everybody says that Chinese is the hardest language.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it is very complex.
In my lifetime, I've taken 3 years of Chinese, 2 years of Korean, and 3 years and 2 semesters in college of Spanish, and I lived with some Spanish guys for collectively about a year and a half of my life.
Yeah.
So Spanish, I'm fine. I lost a lot of my Chinese and Korean, but Korean has an alphabet like ours. They have 28 characters instead of 26.
Korean is also completely phonetical.
Yes. So whenever you
to
see a line inside a character, you know that similar to an A, it makes the ah sound, right?
Yeah.
You can look at that character and say that makes the ah sound, right? With Chinese, what people don't understand is you could literally put up a picture of a car. It could mean an entirely different thing than a car, and you wouldn't know how to say it just because of a certain line. It doesn't have a letter inside the character. The character means the entire word, but based on the strokes and lines, you can't tell what sounds it makes. You just have to know.
I don't know if y'all at home have ever tried to type, like change your keyboard to like Mandarin, traditional Mandarin, and then type stuff. You'll type something, and then all of a sudden, all these characters will merge together into one completely separate character. It's that type of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. And when you're speaking Chinese, they're very tonal. So if you say something with an uptone, it means something different than if you say it with a downtone, which is very
That's fucked, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of wild, but honestly for me it was easier to learn Chinese than it was Korean. And here's why.
Oh, there it is. I
Yeah.
was waiting for it.
Korean's sentence structure is almost completely backwards compared to English. So they put the verb and subject literally as like the last two words of their sentences. Like almost, I might be fucking this up because it's been since high school, but
they flip around the structure of sentences a lot.
almost entirely.
Okay.
And so it was
Shenances. I just said shenances.
Yeah, whatever.
Fuck it.
But so the alphabet was super easy to learn, but then once I started reading, I was like, what the fuck am I like? Who had a stroke while they were writing this? and then yeah, so I mean, welcome back to this.
I also love taking direct translations, not translating it into what it's supposed to mean, but translating the words in the spots that they're in and looking at sentences like that. That is so much fun.
Which has fucked over a lot of high school students using Google Translate for essays.
For real. Yeah, I never did that, but...
Oh, God. Did you hear that?
No.
My voice cracked so bad. Like the fucking Grand Canyon happened in my throat.
Red, white. Bro, that was tragic.
It was bad. So yeah, welcome back. We haven't even gotten to I
didn't even know what we were gonna start with.
I remember. So if you listen to our podcast in any kind of way, you probably know we have one pre-planned topic per podcast that we usually have on reserve to start with, just to get the ball rolling.
The creative juices flowing.
We didn't even fucking hit yet, so here we are. But we were at dinner, or when we came in, we were gonna talk about shower rituals.
Yeah, so I learned this weird thing about Will today. He takes a bath before he takes a shower, which I always thought that you take a bath after you take a shower if you're going to take a bath so that you're not sitting in filthy water.
So one way that I want to start off into this conversation is
You know how people say coffee is hot bean soup?
Yeah.
Uncleansed baths are hot
so here's
sweat
the thing.
soups.
Here's the thing. And first... My girlfriend's in the background. She said gross, for those of you who didn't hear that.
I hope you heard it.
But so here's the thing. It's not... First of all, the way you said that, it sounds like I do that every time I take a shower. So I just want to clarify that's not the case.
I'm in the impression right now that it is.
That is not the case.
Okay. I respect you a little more now.
Right. So the reason why, legitimately, is because even after I shower, I don't really feel like I'm 100% clean.
You ain't showering right there, cuzzo.
Which is what brought us to this topic. But no, because the way I see it is that whenever you take a bath, you're kind of laying in your own stuff anyway, even if you just showered.
I guess. It's just less bad.
Yeah, but, I mean, if I shower afterwards, then I get to get that off of me.
So you're doing the theory of like you cover a greasy dish in soap and soak it in the sink before you wash it.
What I think maybe
you soak it.
What I'm saying is that if I take a bath after I
man.
shower, when I get out of the bath, I don't feel clean. Regardless of scenario, when I get out of the shower, I feel clean. And here's the thing, people are like, oh, you're in your own stuff anyway, like whatever. People swim in fucking lakes and the ocean and rivers if you grew up where we grew up.
You wanna know why the ocean's salty?
Oh god. Why?
Whale sperm.
That's a myth and it's not true. Because for whatever reason, I know for a fact I've Googled that before.
No, because we were together when you did.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, I remember
we were
that.
watching Blue Planet 2.
Yeah, and we were talking about how much whales come.
Oh, my God.
Which, by the way, could probably fill up this closet.
Yeah, it's a large amount.
Yeah, lot.
It was like, what, 14 gallons? Or was it more than that?
Brother, try like 1,400.
Fuck it, we're Googling it again. But,
yeah, just Google it.
By the way, Blue Planet 2, if you have a 4K TV.
Great show.
Any of those BBC Earth or any of those nature shows.
Anything narrated by David Attenborough.
That too,
yeah.
But in 4K, it looks so real that it looks fake.
Right.
It's beautiful. It's amazing.
Oh, fantastic. But yeah, so people swim in lakes and the ocean and rivers and whatever. That's easily just as gross. And I'm sure that somebody who knows more about this than I do would say that, oh, like lakes have their own ecosystem and like whatever. My counter argument to that is that you go running or like, I know me and you, we exercise.
400 gallons of seminal fluid.
Yeah, enough to fill up this room easily. I just want you to realize that's like a small pool.
400 gallons is a fucking lot.
It's a lot.
God, and they just live off fucking krill, dude.
Yeah. Wild, man.
It would be like
Fucking
me
nuts.
breathing in dust particles and saying like, "Ah, well, I'm full."
I wonder if they get full.
I doubt it.
Well, I know they have an on-season and an off-season, but I wonder if they really get full.
I mean, they're just so big.
Yeah, I don't see how...
Just to run their body, they would need an insane amount of caloric intake or just a super low fucking metabolism.
Absolutely. Well, they do have a low...
Yeah, because they do
metabolism.
barely move. They barely have to
they
do
just kinda
anything to
drift
move
along.
through the water.
Right.
Yeah. So they have to have a super low metabolism and a super like large caloric intake. I'd imagine.
But yeah, going back to what I was saying.
Whales, man.
Yeah, but like you go running, or I mean, most people that we hang out with like exercise regularly, right?
Yeah.
How is taking a bath in water any different than sweating in your own clothes and being in that sweat for an extended period of time?
I mean, it's not.
Or even worse, getting in a hotel hot tub.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, it's not different. So whenever I take a shower afterwards, I get out and I'm like, for the most part, my body is fucking clean.
One thing I do agree with on this is that I don't have a lot of hair. I don't really do my hair in any specific way, but if I don't comb my hair as like when it's wet, it's not going to get combed. Like it will not cooperate.
Yeah.
Unless it's wet. So if I take a bath after I take a shower and my hair dries,
It's not getting combed.
I'm fucked.
Yeah.
It just looks like ass. So then I have to wear a hat, which I do anyway. So it's whatever.
What do you wash first in the shower? What
Bro,
you
I go top down. Hair, face,
Really?
body. Hair, face, body. Yep.
You wash your back?
No, I don't wash my back. No, yeah, I mean, what I can reach, I wash my upper back and lower back. I can't really reach my inner back that much.
I don't know if my back has really ever been washed.
You
Like-
never had... Dude. I mean, yeah, sure, like, I neglect my calves a lot, and I'm not just talking about, like, lifting weights.
My calves definitely get neglected. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, like,
I don't actually work out, guys.
I'm coming out of the shower pretty clean regardless. It's just, I don't pay a lot of attention to my back.
Yeah.
And the only, like, shower power tool I have.
Shower power.
Yeah, the only shower, like, tool I have is really, like, a loofah, but that's just for my ass crack. Why are you looking at me like I said something dumb? Why are you looking at me like I said something real dumb?
I use a loofah for everything else.
But you don't use it for your butt? I'm really curious. You don't use... What do you use for your ass?
I use a loofah, but I don't use the same loofah because I...
So
do
you have
use
two
your
loofahs.
hand for the rest of your body?
Yeah.
See, I used to do that, and then I got judged for it. And I was like, fine, fuck you guys. I'll go
I mean,
spend
people
$2
can-
on a loofah.
People can judge me like what, but here's the thing: I don't have anything to hang two loofahs up on.
Bro, one on the shower head, one on the bath faucet.
I think my shower head's too wide to get the string around it.
Dude, rule number 1, if it doesn't fit, make it.
No, I just have one loofah and it's just for my ass.
Okay, well,
And
I'm never touching the loofah in your bathroom.
why,
I should
why
never
would
have a
you
reason.
touch the loofah
I
in my
should
bathroom?
never have a reason to, but in case I do, I'll remember this day.
No, I mean, and the rest of me is just hands. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, no, so...
I get why
wash my
people
hair.
would judge other people for that, but I mean, I'm
Yeah.
pretty clean about my body. Like, I
So,
don't have issues with
I
it.
wash my hair, and usually when I'm done washing my hair, I'll wash my face at the same time, not with shampoo.
I don't wash my face.
You don't? Really?
No.
Oh, dude, it feels so good if you get some, like, good, like, aloe face wash, because it's, like, cooling. It just feels really good.
I'm sure
Honestly,
it does, and I could definitely get into that.
I only do it because it feels good.
I mean, whenever I shave, I'll try to wash my face so that I don't get like bad
Yeah, you
razor
don't
burn
break
and
out.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll use like a exfoliating face wash and like I don't know why I did air quotes, but I'll use like an exfoliating face wash and like whatever. But other than that, in the shower, I don't wash my face now.
Do you have like 3-in-1 body wash, hair, and
This is a
conditioner?
topic that I didn't know I wanted to talk about for a long time until just now. But this is something we need to talk about.
It is. But
Yeah.
first, so I usually wash my face and my hair and then rinse them off at the same time just to save time, basically.
Okay.
I like
I
my
get that.
showers. My showers
that.
last like 3-4 minutes. I take super quick. Like I'm in, I get what I need to get done, and I get out.
If I need to, and if I'm in a, again, not trying to flex whenever I talk about any of this, but like if I'm in a military setting, I can definitely take a 45-second shower
Easily.
and come out.
It's
relatively
so
clean.
easy. Yeah.
However, usually I spend a good amount of time in there because I just love a good hot shower, man.
I usually take a shower like first thing in the morning or last thing at night. Sometimes both. So like
Yeah, do you shower
I'm-
once a day or twice?
It depends on the day.
I shower twice a day.
It just depends on the day. Yeah.
Twice a day.
I also
every day.
wash my sheets once a week, so I do that pretty frequently.
I don't think I'm as good about that.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
why
I do it pretty frequently, but it's not.
that's why I don't worry about
Well,
it.
when
that
I say
much.
I do it, because she's back there and she's probably gonna get. She's gonna want me to say this probably. She
does it,
washes the
yeah.
sheets more often because she'll be like, we need to fucking wash the sheets. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, like let's
I mean,
do it.
there's been days when I've taken 4 showers in one day because it's just been that kind of fucking day.
It
you know?
happens definitely.
Yeah, but yeah, and then torso, arms, armpits, dick, balls, and then upper thighs. I kind of neglect the rest of my body most of the time.
If I can't reach it standing up, it probably doesn't normally get washed.
Yeah,
yeah,
I feel yeah.
definitely.
Well, unless like if I've been running, because I trail run
If
whenever
it's
I run.
specifically dirty, like
Whoa.
actually, like like you have dirt on it, it's
Yeah.
getting washed.
I don't know if you've ever trail ran or just
I
been
have,
on
yeah.
trails when it's super fucking muddy.
Yeah,
You
Awful.
get mud all over you. I
In
didn't think
places
you
you wouldn't
splashed-
expect.
I didn't think you splashed that much
You
because
do.
I usually
Lot.
try to only run when it's dry.
I
not
don't think
when
it's on the
wet.
splash. It's on the kickback and when your foot comes forward.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Moving your feet, I didn't
Yes.
expect mud to end up where it ended up. It's fucking awful.
Yeah.
I had
So
mud
I
on
mean,
the back of my neck.
nice.
Like fuck, dude.
So I mean, realistically, if I can't reach it standing up, it's probably not getting washed. So I mean, probably the bottom, like back of my calf.
Yeah.
Long time, man.
Behind your
Long
ears,
time.
you don't wash your face. You don't wash behind your ears, dude. You get crust back there, man.
I don't get crust back there.
I don't think that's actually a thing.
I
was
hope
joking.
not. Apparently, though, I forget where I read this, but apparently that is one of the dirtiest places on the human body. Is behind your ears.
She reached around and nodded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently that's one of the dirtiest places. No, but
I don't get how, because when I wash my hair, I kind of come up like this.
well, I doubt the study is specifically pointed at you.
I don't think I wash my hair in any fucking unique way here. Like, fuck. When you wash hair, do you just wash hair? Do you, like, get your fingertips in the scalp? And
So I do for the top, and for the sides, like I guess I'll like run
because
my.
you can't just flat palm, like, fingers together
No,
and just
no,
rub
no,
your
no,
head.
no, no,
That's not how washing your hair works.
You gotta spread your fingers out. You gotta get in there. Get your hands dirty.
Hands dirty, hair clean.
No, so I mean, yeah, I do the same thing, but when I'm doing the sides, I just kind of so I spread my fingers out. I go across the sides of my head maybe once or twice, and that's pretty much it. I don't really like scrub a dub the sides of my head.
Right.
Other than that, though, I actually start with the chest.
You start with the chest?
Yeah. So
I just feel like going top down makes it so that you're never having, like, if you go bottom up, I also
Not a fan of
this
that.
applies for like when you wash a horse. If on a, you were never on a horse.
no,
farm,
the
were you?
answer is fucking no.
Okay, well, you always start in the legs and go up, but it's for different reasons because, like, you don't want the blood to rush down to their legs and then their legs get swollen up, and it's this condition that I forget the name
Huh.
of. But you wash them a certain way because if not, it ends badly for them.
That's interesting.
And when you wash a car, you wash top down so that when you're washing from the bottom up, everything doesn't drip from the top as you're cleaning it down to where you just clean it.
Kind of yeah.
So that's how I feel when I'm washing myself. Is I don't want all the grease and grime from my hair, which it's not that dirty, but like just
Yeah.
imagine if it was super fucking dirty. You don't want all that running down your body when you rinse it off.
Well, if it's really dirty, I'm washing it twice.
Yeah, once at the
Yeah.
beginning and once at the end.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
But
no.
you know what I mean. You don't want it running down your body after you've already
Right.
washed everything else.
So I go chest.
Tell me if I'm wrong, please. But
No.
if you do tell me, though, I'll probably go tell you to fuck yourself.
I go chest.
Or you can come wash me.
So both hands go to chest. God. So both hands go to chest, right?
Right.
Move over to the pits. Okay. So then
Okay.
I have both my. You can't. If you're listening, you can't see this.
But I can, and that's
Yeah.
what matters.
So I have both hands crossed and in my pits, right? Nice. So then I go to pits. From there, the hands come uncrossed, like across my chest and down. Balls.
Okay.
Spend a lot of time at the balls.
Always need to.
And gooch. A lot of times in the gooch.
Always need to, dude.
Yeah.
Grossest part of your fucking body.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah. From there, front side of my legs. Whatever
that's it.
whatever bit of my shins that I can
Have you
reach.
ever washed your feet? Ever?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
I believe maybe 7 times. But yes. Because I mean, I did do cross country, and I mean, I grew up, walking outside barefoot and stuff like that. We owned a pasture.
Wow. Okay, y'all. So pretty much every time we do this, we try to get a new beer or a new alcohol in
Yeah.
here. It helps us broaden our horizons. So this sounds so off topic, but I just finished a Tropicana, which Will's
Troppa or Troppi?
Tropi. It ends with an I, and then the cannon is a separate word.
I would just go with Tropicana, but whatever.
Tropicana.
Whatever.
So Will's favorite beer is Tropicalia.
Correct.
And he told me Tropicana, and I'm like, is it the same type of thing? He said no.
No.
It's an IPA, which I'm not too
Who's it,
privy to
who's it
IPAs
from?
usually. Heavy Seas.
Heavy Seas. Okay, yeah.
Don't really know about
I've
them.
never heard of them.
Yeah,
I just
so
saw it and I was like, this looks good.
I'm not super privy to IPAs. I like darker, creamier, milky beers, stouts, porters, whatever.
Right.
And this is a citrus IPA, so little
Outside of your box.
outside of my box. But, I mean, drinking this back to France tastes like Orangina, which is basically sparkling orange juice. So a mimosa without the champagne, kind of.
Great beer. 7.5%.
7.5%. It's blood orange, grapefruit zest, and other natural flavors.
Very
so blood
surprising
orange and
beer.
grapefruit.
Does not really taste like an IPA. It's
Kinda-
got the aftertaste of an
it
IPA,
does.
but it does not have that.
It was a little mango-y at
Yeah.
first. It got more blood orangey as the more I drank it and got used to it.
right.
But going from that to the Sour Monkey, which is what we have started drinking a lot more of, which is just a straight 9.5%, 9%.
Only sour I drink.
Yeah, great, fucking awesome by Victory Brewing.
They also make a great IPA called Dirt Wolf.
Sounds awesome.
It's great.
But yeah, going from a fruity IPA. Oh God, fruity IPA. I regret telling y'all I just drank.
He's wearing a
fruity
flannel
IPA.
and a Carhartt beanie too.
I
Fucking blow this kid up in the comment.
I regret telling. I regret my decisions. But anyway, going from a fruity IPA to a sharp sour, I just took the first sip.
Not a
It's
good
what
idea.
you just heard me open up.
Oh,
I just
shit.
took the first sip, and I was that like surprised white man gif. That was me just now.
Oh man. Yeah, and then
Sidebar.
okay.
The Carhartt beanie thing, I saw a tweet earlier that was on Instagram that said Carhartt beanies are great because you're either in your second semester of art school or you're forklift certified, and nobody knows which one it is.
You should have repubbed it on the Sidebar Twitter as Sidebar Park. Anyway,
Bro, I saw it on Instagram, not Twitter. I don't own a Twitter.
you said a tweet.
A tweet on Instagram. You know those screenshotted
Then
tweets
you
on
should have
Instagram?
found it and repubbed it.
Brother.
Anyway, so from the shins, then I'm doing the hair. Then comes the loofah. And that's pretty much it. And then I'm getting out, drying off. Do you dry your back or do you air dry it?
I do that like thing where you like rub the towel.
Yeah,
like,
right?
Cartoon shit.
You like
I actually
spread it
do
out
that.
as far as you can
Bro,
and like slowly rub it down your back.
It feels so good.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's like a back scratcher. Oh man, it just feels so good. It's great.
Apparently it is a thing that people don't dry their feet and they put socks on.
Ugh!
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I heard about
No.
that. I was like,
Dude, fuck that.
I don't know where I heard about it, but it was recent.
Worst thing ever is when you're like,
Putting on a fucking sock with a wet foot.
oh god, especially if you're like out in the woods hiking or whatever.
Yeah.
Your sock gets wet. Putting on a dry sock on a wet foot
Awful.
fucking sucks.
Yeah, those people guaranteed to have depression.
They like being choked a little too hard.
Definitely.
Oh my god, that's
Also, things that suck. While we're on the topic, the mid-shower shit.
what?
Not while you're in the shower. I'm saying
If you ever have to take a shit mid-shower,
yes.
dude, I only take 3-minute showers. You think I've ever run into that issue?
You're telling me you've never sat. Okay, fine. Sitting on a toilet wet.
Yes. No.
Worst.
Have you ever
Awful.
made the mistake of trying to wipe instead of just rinsing off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like you're not sure if a piece got stuck in your hair, and you're looking at the wipe, and it's like all the paper's like curled up in one spot where the water grabbed it.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the rest of the time, you're trying to like look at the reflection in the toilet water and like see if a piece is up there.
No, I've never done.
No.
No.
Oh well. And
so
like,
you have seen your own asshole.
No, because it's a dark reflection. My ass is on the toilet. Like, there's not that much light. No, it's not in detail. I'm looking for shadows, man.
You've seen your own asshole.
No, I haven't. I really haven't. I don't really want to.
Apparently, there's this thing. There's a vagina month, and women are encouraged to.
You know, everybody gets a month now.
Yeah.
Not to get political, but
No,
fuck, man.
I think it's July. I don't know, but women are encouraged to like take a hand mirror and like check out their vagina.
I feel like that's important.
Yeah, it's like something
absolutely.
that like. It's this thing where like 8 out of 10 women. I don't remember the specific statistic, but it's some high number out of 10 could not pick out their vagina on like a lineup.
I mean, I
of
wouldn't
like 6 different ones.
I feel like even if I saw my butthole on a daily basis, I still wouldn't be able to pick it out on a lineup.
But your dick, you definitely could.
Well, mine, yeah.
In general, I feel like most
man.
guys know exactly what their dick looks like.
People
most
who
girls
don't know me are very scared about my penis now.
It's just multicolored. It's fine, guys.
You know what? We're here.
I brought this up on the very first
Jesus
unpublished
Christ.
episode,
Yeah.
and he almost killed me when I did and made me swear never to bring it back up.
Here we
For
are.
the record, I didn't bring it back up.
Yeah, I just made the mistake of being a little bit overzealous about my... Look, here's the deal. I got that shit that turned Michael Jackson white.
Vitiligo.
Yeah. Very common thing. Non-contagious for all you people out there that want to say that, I'm not getting into that. Anyway.
He only has it on the insides of his eye sockets, pretty much.
Yeah,
so
but that I still am convinced that's something
eyebrows-
different because that doesn't spread.
I don't know, but from the underside of his eyebrows
Yeah.
to like where the raccoon eye shadow usually is.
Where if you had bags under your eyes, they would stop.
Yeah, right there, super fucking white.
Yeah. Same way with my penis. Like, whatever.
Albino white, except only half of his dick.
Right. It's getting there, though. We're probably at about 65% now.
Oh my
Which,
god.
I guess while we're getting really personal on the topic, just something nobody ever needed to know. It's getting towards my butthole.
Hey, you'll never have to get it bleached.
I don't think I ever needed to. But anyway.
I don't know why people do that, and I don't want to know why.
Sitting on a toilet wet is
Stop.
terrible, though.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it is. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. While we're also on the topic.
Which topic are we even fucking on?
Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Apparently, and to an extent, I get this, but I want to know if you would ever do it. Okay. This has nothing to
You
do
as
with
in
toilets.
me?
Yes, you as in you.
Me as in me.
Anyway,
I'm you, you are me, we are we.
get out of my closet.
No.
All right. And I kind of get this. I just want to know if you would do it. It has nothing to do with toilets for those of you who are listening and already whatever.
Fuck you.
No. No.
Kidding, I love all of you.
So I forget which actress it is, but there's an actress, and I think she's a single mom of 2. Okay. She eats in the shower and brushes her teeth.
Okay,
the
I've heard
shower.
of brushing your teeth in the shower.
I kind of get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never shaved in the shower just because
I
never
have to
had
be
a
able
mirror.
to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad has like the little bitty
They
shower
fog
mirror.
up too easy.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it.
Yeah. Never done that. I've
Apparently,
heard
if
brushing
you
your
put
teeth
soap
in the shower.
on it, it
though.
won't fog up.
You can also use toothpaste to like shine your sink faucet or some
There
shit.
you go.
Peanut butter to take sticker residue off. Yeah, fucking house
Yeah,
remedies.
We'll
Whatever.
get down there later.
Yeah. Check out Tumblr. I'm sure it's all on there.
Pinterest. That's a Pinterest thing.
Oh, that's what
gotta
was
be
in
a
my
Pinterest
head.
thing,
Pinterest
yeah.
is what was in my head. Tumblr is what came out of my mouth. I don't
Anyway,
know
would
why.
you do that? Eat in the shower? Yeah.
I mean, I drink in the shower every now and then.
Well, I mean, a shower beer is
Yeah,
prime.
but I mean, what is she eating? I don't know what I could eat in a shower comfortably.
I feel like anything out of Tupperware. She has a fork.
I know, but like, is she eating pasta? Is she eating soup? Like, what is she eating?
I wouldn't be
not
comfortable
a fucking
with soup.
sandwich.
No.
I wouldn't be comfortable with soup. I wouldn't be comfortable with a sandwich.
No. Pasta,
Big maybe, real big maybe.
Yeah.
It gotta be real light sauce for me to be okay with that.
Already
Getting
kind of watery.
specific. Yeah, exactly. Like,
I mean,
even-
I'm assuming she's got a big shower though.
if it's a shower that's got like that bench that you can sit down and take a few bites, sure. But even then, like your water gets fucking everywhere.
Yeah, so
I don't like water in my food. That's
she says that she does it because it just speeds up her day. It's one less thing to
saves
have to
time,
yeah.
whatever. I get the concept behind it, sure. Especially being a single mother of 2,
Right.
sure.
And that's if you're a single mom of 2, that's got to be your private
Respect,
time.
yeah, respect. Come on.
It's got to be your private time. But would you? Let's say it's pasta.
If I had to,
And
if
it's
it
in
was
some
like
Tupperware.
I only have time to eat while I'm in the shower, fuck, I'm eating in the shower.
How much time are you really saving eating in the shower though?
I wouldn't imagine much because you're not washing yourself, so you might as well be out of the shower anyway.
Right. I feel like for her, it's got to be a privacy thing. Because once you
Yeah.
have kids,
And like if she were around the kids, she wouldn't be able to eat because
she's
trying
taking
to
care
do
of the
stuff for
kids.
them.
Yeah.
That I could get. And that is when you just turn the shower head going straight down and you sit in the back of your shower and just eat.
Or you just eat on the toilet. I wouldn't do that. But
That's weird.
I mean, if the lid is down.
Oh, if you're just sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, I'm not saying
eating.
like with the pants off.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
saying
if,
lid
if
down.
you're trying
use
to
it like
make
a chair.
it into your morning routine where you're eating in the shower, you might as well just eat after your shower sitting on top of the toilet. Is that what you're saying?
I'd say before, but yeah.
Before or after?
I'd say
Yeah.
before.
Okay. Yeah, I get. Well, have you ever showered with a full stomach? Like hot shower with a fresh full stomach?
Yeah, it kind of makes me feel like I'm gonna explode.
Exactly.
Yeah,
After shower food.
that's fair.
I'd go after shower food.
After shower sex.
Dude, after shower naps?
After shower sex, then nap.
After shower nap woken up to sex.
I'm not a morning. I'm not a.
Oh,
I'm not a
I'm
post wake up sex.
Pretty
person.
sure we've talked about this.
Only reason is because it takes me at least 30 minutes to be coherent once I open my eyes.
Oh
coming
god,
from sleep
it is so fucking
in
bad.
any situation. It doesn't look.
This kid is a fucking zombie.
Somebody could be strapping me up to hang me. Yeah, that almost went off the rails, but it didn't. And I probably wouldn't figure it out until they were giving me like the movie cinematic, like you're about to die speech. That's
Yo,
when I'd be like,
I-
oh shit.
I
I'm
had
here.
a conversation with this kid. I'm going to just say the conversation because it's fucking funny.
Oh shit.
I texted him and I was like, hey man, you know what I really hate about girls? This is a completely original joke, by the way. Came up with it on my own.
so proud.
I was like, you know what I really
Damn it, my
fucking
voice, man.
hate about
So proud.
girls? He was like, what? And he spelled what with a J in there somewhere. So it was like 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, fuck yeah, he's asleep. And I was like, man, I mean, I talk, most of my friends are girls, so I talk to them all the time. And I'm like, hey, you're really cool. What about like some nudes sometime? And I spelled nudes Noods. And it's
Yo,
great.
I just remembered.
Yeah,
what
I'm
you're
like,
talking
it's.
about.
I mean,
Oh,
and then
shit,
they're like,
brother.
yeah, sure, and they send me pictures of like their tits and ass, which is it's great and all. I mean, I like as much as the next guy. I like those pictures, but
Sidebar,
really,
we're getting flamed in the comments.
I
Alright, you
just
can go.
I just wanted some noodles, man. Like I just wanted to share some noodles with someone, but instead I'm getting all these raunchy photos, and that's just come on, women. I'm not just a piece of meat. I just really enjoy noodles. And I sent him this whole long thing, and all he said was, "What?" a second time. And then he texts me at like 1 in the afternoon and was like, hey, man, you want to do this and this later? I was like, hey, you want to get dinner or like get lunch or something? And I was like, yeah, sure. But do you remember our conversation this morning? I was like, is this the first time we've talked this morning? He said, yeah, question mark. I was like, so you don't remember anything else? He was like, no. I was
Reason
like,
being
just
because
scroll
this
back
was
in
on
your text.
Snapchat. Like
No, it was on our text.
Yeah, I'm saying when like the reason I didn't see it when I opened my messaging app was because later in the day we were messaging.
Oh,
on
when you
Snapchat.
the second time
Yeah.
you texted me, I was on Snapchat. I was like, bro, go look at our texts.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't fucking remember
No.
that, but that's hilarious, even though I kind of hate you for it.
You can ask her. Well, I used to sleepwalk as a kid like crazy.
I never did anything like that.
No, I left the house a couple times.
That's not safe.
No, this shit got wild. I got a lot of
That's
stories
real
about
not
that.
safe.
But I was the odd kid that I would stand next to my parents' bed sleepwalking for like an hour and a half and then just go back up to my room.
It's fucking creepy.
Shit got wild, man. I think my mom was scared of me at one point. She's fucking laughing in there. Part of the reason that she's laughing is because she loves to tell this story. It is a good story. Wow, I sound like Donald Trump. It is a good story.
I hate you sometimes.
Yeah, I know. One morning, we had I think I had seen something on like iFunny or Reddit or something like that the night before about VeggieTales or Nemo, one or the other.
Bro, isn't VeggieTales like this Christian cartoon movie?
That's a show. Yeah, a lot of Christian stuff though. Yeah,
Okay.
it's great though. In my childhood.
I
Big
don't,
part
I
of
don't
it.
remember much of it. I just remember a very religious cucumber. That's my
They're-
only
so they don't have.
rendition.
They don't like.
recognition.
They don't really
I
throw
don't
it in
even
your
know a
face,
word.
but in a couple of different VeggieTales episodes, they do like enact Bible stories and stuff. But they don't like fuck you if you're.
Overzealously religious.
Yeah, no, they're not crazy.
I
but
just
yeah.
vaguely remember a religious cucumber in my childhood. I don't really
So
know.
one morning, or it was maybe, babe, was it in the middle of the night? All right, sorry, middle of the night. I
Fair.
roll over, and I say to her, "What was the name of the whale from VeggieTales?" She's like, "What?" Because she's half asleep too. She's fucking out, and I'm like, because I woke her up to ask her this, like, kind of pushed her awake like a dog trying to wake up his owner, and I'm like, "What was the name?" I corrected myself. I was like, "What was the name of the guy that got swallowed by a whale in VeggieTales?" Referencing the Bible story.
I was about to say, isn't that the same one
Yes.
in the Bible?
And she goes,
Couldn't tell you the name, but yeah.
"Jonah?" She was like, "What the fuck?" Because, I mean, this isn't the first time that I've gone off the rails in the middle of the night.
You're
And I'm
such
like-
a special snowflake.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, "Yeah, Jonah. You ever think maybe he just got swallowed by a giant pelican like the one from Nemo?"
What the fuck?
Before she said anything, oh boy.
Giant bird like Kevin in Up.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I fucked it up. Yeah, swallowed by a giant bird
Or-
like Kevin from
Hold up. Historical moment. First special guest on the podcast,
Holy shit!
Emily motherfucking Doyle, coming at you live
With her mud mask on and all.
for one sentence.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of the pelican from Nemo, but apparently, according to her, I said, "You ever think he got swallowed by a giant bird like Kevin from Up?"
God.
Before she said anything, before she got the chance to say anything, rolled over, went back to sleep, didn't remember a single bit of it. Because the next morning she was like, "What were you talking about last night?" I was like, "The fuck do you mean?" Had no idea.
I have had to deal with this multiple times in our relationship as well.
Yeah.
Me and Emily's relationship, not me and you's relationship.
Oh my god. So for those of you who don't know, it started as a joke.
It is no longer a joke. No, it is still a
No,
joke.
we have a pact that if I die, Mitchell is to. It started off with date, and then it moved to mate, and I think now it's marry my current girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar to the
It
pact
just
we have,
escalated.
if anything happens to his balls
He kills
slash
me.
dick, I kill him.
Yes, he kills me.
So if I wanted to, I could just plot to mess up his dick slash balls, kill him, and then marry Emily.
Look, if you're gonna do that, just do me the favor. Just outright kill me. Okay? Like, whatever. Just don't hurt my balls before you do it. You can make it seem like, look, whatever.
Such a prideful man.
You can make it seem like whatever after I'm dead, but kill me first, then do whatever you gotta do. Don't fuck with my balls before I die.
Noted.
All right. So while we're on the topic,
At dinner earlier today, if you peep our Instagram story,
we have realized Mitchell is a better boyfriend than I am to my girlfriend.
and I don't even try to be. All jokes aside, I don't even fucking try.
Yeah, you definitely weren't trying when we came out of the restaurant and I brought it up and you opened the door on her car for her.
Okay, that was me trying, but I got out of your truck. I opened his truck door, and
In fairness, it's on her,
I got out of the car to her side of her car.
yes.
And me opening the door was keeping her from opening her door. So I got out and I went to go open the door for her. But her door was locked. So
But the effort was there.
the effort was there, though they went. I don't know what the fucking word I'm trying to think of is.
What?
What? I don't fucking know what I was getting at there. But the effort was there. I tried.
Unfulfilled?
Unfulfilled.
There
yeah.
we go.
I tried. Didn't happen. And then I opened the door for both him and Emily. Emily walks in first, though. We sit down.
God.
it was at a Japanese place. We all order hot tea and water, not planned. We all just kind of fucking wanted hot tea, which is always a move, honestly. And he picked.
Sidebar, there is a specific person in our social circle who has realized that all 4 of us are the same person. Oh, I forgot to crack in the mic. Oh, well.
That's fine.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, we're all one person, pretty much. We could all date each other and nothing would be different.
Whoa.
It's true. You know it.
Moving on.
Moving on. And they brought out 2 kettles of hot tea. So Will picks up 1 kettle, pours it for himself. I pick up the other, and pour it for Emily.
Everybody that listens to this is gonna fucking hate me. Especially with what comes next. But everybody's going to fucking hate me. Hold on one second. Don't be mad at me for what we're about to talk about. What are you about to talk about? It has to do with me more than anything, but I love you so much.
For the record, I don't even know what we're about to talk about.
I love you so much. Don't hate me.
We're in this ride together.
I'm on this train and I can't get off. Let's go.
So I pour her tea for her, and then I pour mine, and that's when we realized that I'm a better boyfriend to her than he is.
Right, which we then brought up instances and such things where, look, tell these people I'm not a bad boyfriend. Oh, here she comes. Oh, shit. No, she's going to flame my ass, maybe. I don't know. She got the mud mask on. I can't tell what she's about to say. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, she covered my mouth.
He's very wonderful. Gives me lots of cuddles. Makes me food. Delicious steak, by the way.
Oh, great
bomb.
steak griller right here in the house.
Man,
in the closet.
If she had a dick, I'd suck it for those comments.
No.
All right, so anyway. So then what we realized, and once again, I think for the 5th podcast in a row, which this is our 5th podcast, we referenced Bert Kreischer.
Great fucking man.
Great man. Good comedy. Secret Time. This comes from Secret Time.
It's the only one on Netflix, so that kind of makes sense.
I'm a shitty boyfriend, but I don't hit her. This is the start of my segment.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Now, I have a couple things written down in reference to this topic.
Oh, fuck.
Just a few. There's a lot of things to talk about in this.
Just a few.
And
by a few, I mean a fucking lot.
I don't know what all this I really want to talk about. I wrote it down, but fuck, I don't know. Okay. So here's what happened. No shit, there I was.
Vietnam, 1973.
And here's a good example of what I mean. I'm not... You ever think something and you realize you never want to act on it or say it in your entire life?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, fuck. And he's saying it.
So, for those of you who know me and my girlfriend, we recently moved in together. Which is, for any couple, I would say a big adjustment. And I don't... Oh, shit. And I don't want to get too far into...
Just generally getting used to
it's a big adjustment.
And being around each other 24/7 type deal.
I think if you move in with somebody... Oh. Sidebar, fun fact, I can't burp. At all.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's terrible. So we moved in together. And it's an adjustment. And also, for those of you who know me, I'm not the easiest person at times to get along with.
At times, only at times. It's a very frequent...
No, I mean, like, realistically at times. And so when you move in with somebody, I can genuinely say that if you don't have an argument or two at some point within your first 2 or 3 months of living with somebody... Peep our Instagram to see what I just did. Within the first 2 or 3 months, then you're probably both psychopaths. Okay? There is no perfect situation where you move in with somebody and everything is just glorious all the time, right? So,
I don't even have anything to say to that.
I think it's true, though.
I could agree.
Yeah, I mean, nothing is going to be 100% smooth sailing when you integrate your life directly with somebody else's.
Either you're both psychopaths or you don't actually care for each other the way you say you do.
Or you have no capacity to talk about your problems, and then you're just going to be miserable.
And then you're a sociopath.
Right. And then you're going to be miserable anyway.
Big shout out to my fellow sociopaths out there.
Yeah. So there we are, middle of a pretty heated argument, right? I remember what it was about, but I don't want to get into it. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just little stuff that adds up in a relationship, right? And we were both airing that out, which is good for a relationship. It's very healthy. It's a good thing to do. While this is happening, okay, we both come to a kind of a stopping point where we both don't know what to say. Nice. Where we both don't know what to say, right? So it was technically, you know, you kind of have turns of talking when you get into an argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was technically my turn, but I didn't know what to say. And I'm assuming that she didn't either. So we're both sitting there looking at each other, trying to come up with something to say. We're pretty much at the close of the argument, but it's one of those things that for us doesn't happen often at all.
Yeah.
But it took a while, right? We had lots that we were both airing out and trying to communicate and get everything together, which again is good. So she's staring at me. I'm staring at her. We both kind of have our like mouths open, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like not like jaw drop, but like we're both trying to put together the words of what we want to say next.
Yeah.
And for a brief moment, a very, very brief moment, right? This is one of those things that I thought of and I had no intention of doing or saying. We're both staring at each other and I realize, can you not figure out your phone over there?
Bro, I'm just fucking around. I'm listening, but I'm just fucking around. Also realize that I don't know how to make Instagram stories, so I'm learning. I'm learning as I go. Keep telling your fucking story. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out.
You gotta hit the plus.
I'm a strong, independent, fucking white man. All right.
You gotta go to our story,
brother.
Yeah, click on it and then hit it. Yeah, right.
Oh, I got it.
Hit the plus up in the corner. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Dope.
All right, I gotta get back in. All right. So we're both staring at each other. We don't know what to say. This goes on for 10, 15 seconds, right? Maybe 30, where we don't know what we're going to say. So for a brief moment, I realized neither of us had blinked. So for a brief moment, in my mind, I thought,
this is now a staring contest.
Yo, for a brief moment, in my mind, the only thing I could think of was, I can't blink first.
If I blink first, she wins.
I mean, it wasn't even about the, about 10 seconds goes by of me not blinking and her not blinking. And I realized what I was doing. And I was like, okay, I lose. And then I blinked. And then we settled the argument and everything was fine.
I'm sure that you blinking was the hinge of that.
No, it wasn't. I was just sitting there because it was pretty heated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were both, a lot, stuff builds up over time and a lot of stuff would come out. And we're both just staring at each other. And in my mind, I was like, fuck, neither of us had blinked. I love you so much.
You've got fucking issues, man.
She called me an idiot.
I thought I was bad. Hey, that's right. Isn't that How I Met Your Mother when they say you're an idiot and it really means I love you? So you're in the clear, dude. You're good.
Yeah.
God.
So
I can't say
for
that
now,
I can...
until I come up with or think of other things that I can say that I'm comfortable with saying. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm a shit boyfriend, but I don't hit her.
See, I can't say that I remember anything specifically like that I've done. I'm sure I've done it because I don't do arguments well or deep talks well. So we'll be having the conversation. I'll have my mind somewhere else because I don't know how to handle things like that a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I wasn't totally joking about being a sociopath. Emotions are hard.
Yeah.
But my mind will be somewhere completely different. And I'll be thinking about my blinds are fucking crooked, or there's a lot of dust on my ceiling fan blades, or man,
Yeah.
This record.
So
A lot. I listen to a lot of music all the fucking time. Like, man, this record, like, this shit fucks. I'll be thinking about completely random things.
I realized it. Oh shit. The bad thing was that I realized it as soon as it happened, because as soon as I realized neither of us had blinked, my next thought was, "Holy fuck, we're in a staring contest." I love you so much.
So I bring up memes a lot, and I know this, and I accept the fact that I bring up memes a lot. But there's the one where it's like a woman laying in bed. It was like, I wonder if he's thinking about me. And then the next frame is a dude running, and it says, if I step on the cracks, I'm gay. That is Will in an argument there.
That kind of stuff happens to me a lot, honestly.
Bro, seriously though, did you think that as a kid? Like, you can't step on cracks because some battle happened?
I always heard break your mom's back.
Yeah, but like I didn't ever step on cracks. I tried to get my feet perfectly in tiles.
I think I did it, but I don't think it was for that reason.
No, I just did it for the satisfaction of it.
And then at one moment in my childhood,
the Fire Nation attacked.
Well, yeah. We're not getting into that, but it was a traumatic experience. But at one moment in my life, something that I think I just kind of realized, at one moment in every kid's life, he puts his foot on the crack, he risks breaking his mom's fucking back.
Yeah. You don't know.
Kids fucking suck.
You did not know. At this point, you didn't know that it wasn't gonna happen.
No. So, I mean, at one point, some kid threw his foot down and was like,
fuck my mom, she took away my Xbox last night.
That's probably how that goes.
I'm assuming that's exactly how that went. She wouldn't let me play Halo. And then stomps on the crack like 6 times.
I don't know what to fucking make of the fucking noise that just came out of your fucking mouth.
A fucking 5-year-old like pouting.
Guaranteed that's how Kevin Hart sounds when he comes.
Things I never thought I'd hear in my life. I can't even make the noise again.
Guaranteed.
I can't even make the noise again.
Guaranteed that's how Kevin Hart sounds when he comes.
Oh my god.
And once again, the podcast has come back around to dicks.
Bro, we always talk about vomit and dicks.
So, full circle coming back to the...
We already talked about dicks earlier. Fuck, dude.
When? Oh, yeah, mine.
Yeah, fuck.
So, full circle coming back around to the shampoo thing. From 30 minutes ago.
Big fucking circle.
Yeah, big circle. I always found it weird once I started, like, buying my own soap, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, we never got to the 3-in-1 shit.
Yeah, so I use 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. I don't go so far as 3-in-1.
Yeah.
Because that's...
2-in-1 is alright, because honestly, I wouldn't buy conditioner separately.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
3-in-1 is way too big of a move, though, for me.
3-in-1 is bad for you. 3-in-1 body wash,
Definitely.
shampoo, conditioner
Absolutely.
is fucking awful for your hair and your skin.
However, why do you need separate soap for your face?
Just because, honestly, some face washes are like acne face washes, which makes sense, and others, like the one I have, is aloe. So it's like cooling, and it feels really good, which you can use it on the rest of your body.
Okay, but those are either for acne or for sensation's sake. I'm saying with just a normal face wash. What is the fucking difference?
No, until I found out that the aloe felt so fucking good. That's literally, it's like just a tiny little satisfaction I get out of it. There's no real reason behind it. It's not like moisturizing. It's not like SPF. It's nothing.
Like, if I'm using this soap on my dick, why can't I put it on my face?
You can. No, that's the thing. You definitely can. You can use normal body wash or normal soap on your face. They just have face wash specific because people's faces tend to be more sensitive.
I guess.
That's all it is. It's that most...
Why are people's faces more sensitive than their dicks?
Bro, I don't fucking know. People are like, oh yeah, well, why do you get razor burn?
I mean, I get razor burn when I shave my dick, so...
But you still get razor burn on your face.
It's usually just my neck. But I also never had acne.
Yeah.
I was one of those lucky kids.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, white privilege, you know.
Fuck you. Bro, high school was...
I didn't...
rough for me.
I mean, my brother was terrible. He was on Accutane. Like, he was...
I was never that bad, but it was...
No,
I probably wasn't as bad as I thought I was.
No, he was...
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
I was probably a lot better off than I remember myself being, but, you know.
I think I realized
like
it... Going back for a mini circle here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I realized it when I started buying soap for myself, like once, whatever.
Yeah.
There's a stark contrast between men and women's soap, and I don't mean in scent.
There is. Also, back to what you were saying about the razor burn, there's face washes that you are supposed to shave after you shower, and you use this face wash.
That makes sense.
And it keeps you from getting razor burn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like a pre-shave, and then you shave, and then there's aftershave that you put on. It's basically the same as aftershave, just pre-shave.
So what I'm getting at, though, again, coming back, tiny circle.
Right.
Also in my head, since we have now one big circle and two tiny circles, we just made a Mickey Mouse. But anyway.
Sidebar, my nickname in high school was Mickey Mouse because I have big-ass fucking ears.
That's why he wears the hat.
It is. It's a self-conscious thing.
Yeah,
He's
whatever.
right.
But, yeah, because what I realized, because growing up I would use my parents' soap, I feel like that's regular, right? That's normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you use the same shower, sure. I had my own shower. They just bought me fucking soap.
That too, but if I ran out, I'd just go, like, jack my parents' or, like, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
So there was definitely a time or two where I ended up
just use
having...
dish soap.
Whoa.
I'm kidding.
So there was a time or two where I definitely ended up having to use my mother's because I was out or my dad was out or, like, whatever. It came up.
Yeah, sure.
If you're a guy, you've used women's shampoo at one point or another. I
Bro.
can't be weird in that aspect.
I
can't be the only
mistake
one.
of saying this in front of / to my mother. I don't really remember.
Oh, I got a bathroom mistake that I made, but we'll get to that.
Oh man, I'm refraining from guessing because I know I'm gonna guess something else.
Yeah, no, it's not what you think. It's
okay.
definitely not what you think.
Okay, but I was like, yeah, no, showering in like a woman's shower is fucking awesome because you have like 7 different exfoliating face washes to choose from. You've got
Absolutely.
like 3
yeah.
different conditioners, 6 different body washes.
She's not that way,
5
but
different shampoos.
She's not that way, but I've definitely taken showers in girls' showers where like I didn't have space for my soap.
Yeah, I know. And I said that, and then my mom, she's this little 5 foot. If you count her hair, she's 5'4" because she's got a little afro going.
She's a little firecracker.
She's a little firecracker, and she just kind of like side-eyed me. Why the fuck did you just call my mom a fire? For the record, Will has gotten drunk with my mom before.
Which was the only time I met her.
Yeah, that's the only time they've met, and
that's why I'm saying she's a
fucking
firecracker.
drunk.
She bought me at least 7 tequila shots.
Yeah, he
Your
was
mom
like,
got
"Oh
me
no,
hammered."
no, I'm done drinking. It's fine. You don't have to get anything else." And she looked at him and was
Yo.
like, "No, you're not. Yeah, let me get 4 more shots over here."
Me and your mom and Alec were dancing in the parking lot of a Mexican restaurant.
It was awesome.
I had a blast.
It was great. It was fantastic. But anyway, she kind of side-eyed me as like, "Why the fuck are you showering in a girl's shower?" I was like, If you remember from the previous podcast, I never got the sex talk or anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
My mom, we don't talk about that type of thing. My dad and I kind of do, because, I mean, he lives close to me. I've had women over to his house before. We're not going to get into that. But my mom and I, we've never talked about it. It's never something we've wanted to talk about. It's just like the big elephant.
One of those things,
The constant elephant in the room that I'm pretty sure she assumes I'm a virgin.
Sidebar, I've definitely made up the most ridiculous fucking lies for my parents.
Oh, you think you
Holy
have, man.
shit. Oh, no, I know yours are wild.
I had the girl I was dating come home. This is in high school. Come home. We said we were going to her parents, a party that her parents were at their friend's house.
Nice.
What that really means is her parents weren't home.
Right.
So we went to her parents' house, bumped uglies a little bit, hanky-panky, did the dirty.
Bumping elbows.
Bumping elbows, yeah.
Knocking boots.
Knocking boots. I was going to say knocking heels, but knocking boots too. And we come back. Neither of us fucking noticed this. Her shirt was on backwards. We meet my mom in the kitchen.
I got a story about that too.
We meet my mom in the kitchen.
Oh,
her
man.
shirt's on backwards. It's one of my shirts. And she looks at her and she's like, insert name here. Why is your shirt on backwards?
Yo, I got a story.
I fucking froze. I didn't know what to say. She's like, oh yeah, I was bored, so I just did this number. And she retracts her arms into her shirt sleeves, spins it around a bunch of times,
retracts
and puts
her
it back
arms
through,
into her shirts.
into her shirt sleeves. And she just does this like, yeah, I was getting bored, so I was just playing with my shirt. And I'm like, son of a bitch, we might have gotten away with that, but she let us get away with that. She
I'm about to
knows
start
that was
having to
fucking,
keep a diagram of all the stories I need to tell in the
brother,
next 20
she
minutes.
knows that was fucking bullshit.
While we're on that topic, so before I started having sex, right? So I was trying to wait until I got married.
That didn't fucking last.
No.
It lasted a while. 21 years? Or 20 years?
21 years.
21 years.
21 years. So when I was 19 or 20, I think I was dating this girl we've been dating for a year and a half. And I would fool around, right? So,
Second base, third base,
third base.
What are bases? I always was told.
Man,
so
I gotta
many
make a
different things.
diagram for all this stuff.
It's.
I always
fucking-
heard first base was kissing, second base was touching, and third base was fooling around, and then home plate was fucking.
fooling around being like insertion,
That's what?
like fingering.
Oh, yeah. I was like, insertion is not fooling around. Like, no,
I
like,
didn't say penetration. I said insertion.
yeah, like fingering and oral. So
Okay.
I would do that, right? So I was dating this girl, fucking psychopath. Not important, not salty.
He's fucking salty.
That is the one person I may never stop holding a grudge against, and that's a very long story. One that we're not going to get into here. I'm justified. Anyway, so I was down at her parents' house in Powder Springs near Atlanta, and she, didn't want to do anything because we're at her parents' house, and her parents were home, so I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was in the mood,
Okay.
right? So I was like, we need to figure something out. Like, I didn't say it like that. I was like, let's figure something out, right? So we went, we did the car thing, right?
Mm.
So we went out.
Always really awkward.
Yeah, especially when you're just fooling around.
Yeah.
Looking back,
It's
on
only
it, that
good
was a
for
weird
quickies.
time.
It's only good for quickies.
Right. So we told our parents we were going to get Arby's, which we did.
Yeah, I bet you got you some Arby's.
Oh God.
Got that roast beef sandwich. boy.
Stop right there. Stop right there. So we go.
Oh
we get.
God.
So we go. We park at the edge of some fucking neighborhood that she knew. And things.
Hop in the back seat. Whatever.
Hop in the back seat, crack the windows. Things happen. Whatever.
Oh, good move. Keep it from getting steamy.
Yeah. You gotta crack the windows.
Smart move.
So things happen. Whatever. This kid comes out of the house from across the street of the parking lot they were in,
Okay.
and it was her turn.
Okay.
Yeah. He hears her.
Okay.
So
her turn to receive.
Yes, her turn to receive.
Okay. Understood.
He hears her.
Okay. How old is this kid?
Real young.
Okay.
He didn't say anything, but he heard it.
Okay. Okay.
So I saw him, and I saw he was running out in the street after like a ball, and he stops and he looks at the car. She had like tinted windows, so it was chiller, like whatever. I mean, she's in the seat. He looks at the car, and then he just turns around and goes inside. And I'm like, we gotta fucking go. Now.
Okay.
She's like, why? Like, she's wanting to argue about this. I'm like, no, we gotta fucking go. So she hops in the front seat. I get in the other seat. As we're driving out of the neighborhood, this kid's dad comes out on his phone. We fucking take off.
What?
Yeah, we take off, right? So we take off. We see a cop driving the other way while we're on our way to Arby's. We pick up Arby's. We go to her house. We were fine. Nothing happened. Just kind of,
Okay.
a scare. We get to her house. I walk in the door. I got 2 bags of Arby's in my hands. Her dad's sitting at the kitchen table. I walk in. Arby's on the kitchen table.
Okay.
Because he asked us to pick him up something.
Okay. Sure.
First of all, we've been gone way too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always
Especially
think
for
you're
a
sneakier
fucking
than
Arby's
you
trip.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been gone way too long. I get my sandwich out of the bag, my curly fries, head towards her room. I get halfway to her room, and he goes, hey, Will. I was like, yeah. I turn around. He goes, you forgot to buckle your belt. My belt was hanging beneath my shirt, at least 6 inches apart, completely unbuckled. And I was like, I took a piss when we were at the Arby's. I must have forgotten. Beeline for her fucking room. Yo, he was so coy about it. He waited till I got halfway to her room. You forgot to buckle your belt.
That would be fucking me as
Yo,
a dad.
dude.
Well, I don't know
was
if I
like,
would do that.
holy shit, man.
I don't know if I would be like that or if I would just fucking knock your lights out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm in college, like,
Oh, okay, yeah, you were in college.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
thinking when
I'm like 19 or
when
20.
I was doing shit like this, I was like
right,
16 years old.
And I mean, we'd been together for a year at that point, probably.
God.
But yeah, dude, I was like, oh shit. I almost had a heart attack. It was real bad. Because I think this was my second time meeting her parents.
Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah, I wasn't good.
That is...
Moving on to the bathroom mistake.
Oh, God, that's fucked.
Coming back around full circle, moving on to the bathroom mistake. So I
Too
don't...
many circles. I'm lost. I don't know where I am in these circles.
You definitely remember when I brought up the bathroom mistake.
No, I did.
Yeah.
But,
So I was living in my house 2 houses ago.
Okay.
When I first started commuting for college. And I lived in a loft, right? So I lived above everybody else's room, and my room didn't have a door, and it opened up into the living room and stuff like that. I mean,
sucks.
it was big,
Yeah.
but I mean, and my roommates were never really home. So I mean, I had my
Okay,
privacy.
that's cool.
There was nothing else upstairs. It was just me, and I had my own bathroom, which was nice, with this shower that's like, I don't know, the width of my laptop. It was bad. I could like push both my elbows out and not even get fully extended and touch both sides of the shower. That's how small my bathroom. I could sit on the toilet and wash my hands.
Oh,
at the
this
same
is
time.
that one. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Which leads me to my next point. So I'm sitting on the toilet. I finished my business.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right.
I have no toilet paper.
Right.
Common problem. Waddle my happy ass downstairs. Check my roommate's
Okay.
bathroom, which is a reasonable
It's
thing
not like
to do.
the roll was empty. You were slap out.
I was slap out of toilet paper.
Okay.
I get downstairs, check my roommates, no toilet paper. Check under the sink in the kitchen, no paper towels. So I'm like, this is a game time decision.
Game time decision, gentlemen.
Game time decision, gentlemen. So I go back upstairs, and I'm like, I took a minute to think about it, because I'm like, I have a couple options. I can get in the shower, just go ahead and wash,
Yeah.
call it a day, or I can figure something else out. I'm a man. I figure things out.
I would have hopped in the shower.
It's what I should have done. Like, I'm a man. I figure things out. I got this. So I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm thinking. My sink is 6 inches in front of my knees. And I'm like, I got something under the sink I can clean my ass with.
I totally fucking know this story now. Oh my god.
So,
Yo, fucking sit down if you aren't. Like, grab some popcorn. You're in for a fucking ride.
so I get the bright idea. I open up my sink. I'm like, guaranteed I got something in here. Because, I mean, I go to the field a lot with the military, so I always have baby wipes around.
Of course, yeah.
So I'm like, guaranteed I got baby wipes under my sink. I can wipe my ass with that. Open up my sink. I don't have any baby wipes. And I'm like, well, fuck. And then I see it. I see the Clorox wipes. Now, before we continue
fuck
on,
me.
I just have to say, in my mind at the time, I was like, this is a wipe for cleaning things. I need to clean my ass. I can wipe my ass with this. For whatever reason, for a brief 30-second period, the fact that Clorox is fucking bleach left my mind. It absolutely left my fucking mind. So, I get the yellow container of lemon-scented Clorox wipes from under the sink, pull a wipe out, shut the container. I wipe my ass. I put it in the toilet, and I flush. 5 seconds later, it feels like a band of army ants are biting the fuck out of my butthole. Holy shit, man. So, I wipe my ass. 5 seconds later, I'm like, like,
That's Kevin Hart when he comes right there, brother.
yo, I wipe my ass. I put it in the toilet, and I had time to flush. And then I sat back down, and I was like, oh my god, like, yo, I fucking lost it. As soon as you know how something starts to hurt and it really doesn't sink in that it hurts for a couple seconds? As soon as it started to hurt, I was like,
Oh, fuck.
I just wiped my ass with bleach. Like, no shit. I was like,
Yo, I'm fucking crying
yo,
over here.
I was like, this may not have been a good idea. Oh my god. Like, for the next 3 hours, okay? Because I remember I was watching a movie at my desk for the next 3 hours sitting at my desk. I would just be like, "Ugh," and just kind of wince a little bit because periodically my asshole would just light on fire. Probably top 10 pains of my entire life.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god. I mean, however, really clean butthole.
Yeah, remember when you said you never had to bleach your butthole? You already fucking...
I didn't have to. I did it.
Is that how bleach...
I
I don't
did it
even want to know if
accidentally.
that's how that works.
I don't know how
think it is.
bleaching your butthole works. Considering it's... Yeah, I don't know.
I don't want to know.
I'd like to think that considering it's called bleaching, it involves bleach, but they're bleached sand dollars, but they're not... They don't involve bleach.
Yeah, so... Since we're in the realm of buttholes and that type of thing, Brazilian waxes as a man. What is your opinion on that? That goes all the way around gooch, butthole, everything.
Are you talking about actually going and getting a Brazilian wax done,
Getting
or are you
one.
talking about just shaving everything?
No. What is your feelings on if I gave you $50 and was like, hey, here's the money to cover you go getting a Brazilian wax?
Oh, fuck.
How?
So you're asking me if I'd do it if it was free?
Would you do it?
At all.
At all.
I wouldn't pay money for it, I don't think.
Okay.
If you were to come up to me with a $50 gift card for a Brazilian wax, I'm the type of guy that does shit for the story. So I'd probably do it. And now
Okay.
I'm really afraid that you're going to come up to me with a fucking gift card for a Brazilian wax.
Funny you should mention that.
You got to be joking me.
No,
I would be, I would be so impressed if you just whipped out a fucking card. That'd be so awesome.
But no, like, you would be okay with some random person putting wax
Can't be a guy.
all over your dick, balls,
Can't be a guy. Can't be a guy.
and your asshole. They put wax on your asshole to rip off. You would be okay with that. I can't say if I would be okay with that or not.
Okay.
That's something that
let
I'm
me,
not
let
sure
me think
about.
about it for a second. First of all, it can't be a dude.
It has to be a girl?
Got to be a girl.
Okay, does she have to be attractive?
Absolutely. Ooh.
I would want her to not be super attractive.
Yeah, not
know?
not super average.
Average, okay.
Let's
I can get on board with that.
not young. She needs to have some
30s,
years.
40s? Or like 50s, 60s?
Early 40s.
Early 40s? I'd say 30s.
Not older than 50.
I don't want it to be old enough to where I feel like my mom is fucking staring at my asshole,
Right.
but I don't want her to be so young that I'm like, wow, we could match on Tinder if
Not
I use
older
Tinder.
than 50. Not younger than 35.
Okay.
So you got a
I can-
15-year range there.
I can dig that.
Not super attractive for somebody that age, but also not.
Wait, what is
You know.
what ages did you just say? 35 to 50?
I mean, I'm not, like
Is that 50? Fuck, I thought that was 25. Fuck me, that's 15.
25 is your cutoff. Oh wait, you said okay.
I
No,
did
I get
the
what
math
you're saying.
wrong. I did the math wrong.
Okay, no, 15 year span.
Okay.
Not somebody super attractive for that age. Which, if you're doing Brazilian waxes, you're probably not.
Dude,
Awesome.
I don't know. I've never been in one of those places.
For whatever reason, I'd feel more comfortable if it was an Asian.
And we just got racist.
No, I don't know why, but I guess I think I would. I think I would. Yeah.
I'd be more comfortable if she had like a southern accent.
No. No. I don't know why. And yes, this is the racist part of our podcast. I would definitely feel more comfortable if it was an Asian chick.
Huh.
I don't really have an answer to why.
I guess because you imagine like most nail salons are Asian women.
definitely,
Don't know why.
Definitely the racist portion of our podcast.
I don't know why that
hey, if
is.
it's true, it's true.
Hey, it's not.
Well, and
I'm not trying to be racist, but it's
Right.
true. Every video I've seen of women getting their nails done is either by Asian women
yeah,
or like women, real country accent women.
yeah, but I mean
Never
that's
seen
more of a
dudes
local
doing
thing
nail-
for the country accent.
It is.
What kind of people give? Hey, babe. What kind of people give Brazilian waxes?
Aestheticians.
You can kiss my aesthetician.
I'm
Hello.
definitely pronouncing that wrong, but
You gotta
it's
be
just
like really close.
I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong. But it's people who have to like go to school to learn how to wax because to like get a Brazilian wax. By the way, they don't put it on your asshole because your asshole itself does not have hair, Mitchell. It is around it. Get it right. Take some anatomy. Anyway,
All of the sass.
I feel attacked.
you should learn how your body works. It's important.
I know how my body works.
Alright,
I don't know how
moving on.
Brazilian waxes work.
Moving on, what kind of?
So like, because I used to get them done for swim team when I was swimming. So like, what they do is like they just like, you know, they just wax you. Like, but for guys, I did read about this. They have to like stretch the skin out on your balls because there's so much of it.
That
did know
is true.
I did know that, but
Yeah.
I'm saying what kind of people, like
So
physical
I mean,
description.
women. I've really never seen a lot of guys that have done it. I've never seen a lot of guys that done it. It's usually like mainly women. Like,
Oh, thank God for that.
I mean, I'm sure they're out there. I just where like I was going to
Okay.
college, mainly women. I don't know. You gonna make it?
Yep.
Okay. He's not gonna make it.
Wait, how is he not going to make it?
She was on one leg.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
On a weird angle.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, so
Okay.
so would you do it? Would you get a Brazilian wax?
Why are you looking at me like this?
It's not that bad. It doesn't hurt that bad.
For the story, I'd do it once.
You do it once for the story?
once, but I'm not paying for it.
Okay.
And then I'd have to feel it out. Because think about it. Do you 100% shave your balls?
It's kind of hard to, a lot of the times, you know?
Yeah, it is. But apparently when you get a wax,
Yeah.
it stays that way for...
Because you rip the hair follicles out.
Yeah, it stays that way for a couple, weeks.
3 to 8 weeks.
3 to 8?
Mm-hmm.
Holy
So,
fuck.
imagine being 100% baby's butt bald on your balls for 3 to 8 weeks.
Okay, so when I shave, y'all don't need to know this, but I'm telling you fucking anyway.
Look, this one's already gone.
Yeah, I don't generally shave completely smooth
I
because
trim.
I personally don't like that. Keep a little 5 o'clock shadow, you know?
All right.
It's
How do you mitigate? How do you keep from going all the way shaven to? Do you use a trimmer or do you use? I
I don't use like a handheld razor. I use like an electric
Okay.
trimmer,
Yeah.
and I don't put a guard on it or anything. I just go with the grain instead of against it.
Okay.
Yeah, and that keeps it basically how I want it.
I get that.
And
I use one pair of scissors and a razor. It just depends on what I'm shooting for.
okay, but like I don't think I would enjoy the smooth, completely smooth look. It's like a naked mole rat. It's like a weird kind of ugly.
Those things are fucking ugly.
It's a weird kind. Dicks are ugly, dude.
Kim Possible was fire, but naked mole rats are ugly.
Bro, Kim Possible herself was fire. That's a girl crush.
When I
right
was
there.
that young, dude, yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Fuck.
Yeah, so I mean, as somebody who does or used to completely shave, the only issue that I have with it, it's great while it's completely shaved.
But as soon as it starts to grow back a little bit,
And it gets prickly.
and when you're walking in that prickly, oh,
Fucking terrible, man.
fuck that, man. I know,
So bad.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And
Fuck.
it comes back prickly, and again, not to, flex or anything, but being somebody who is involved in military organizations, next thing you know, you make the mistake of shaving your balls 2 nights before, and you do a fucking 12-mile ruck march in canvas uniform.
The chafing is fucking
It's
insane.
terrible, dude.
Yeah. I mean, you get, oh man.
Awful, absolutely awful. So I mean,
It's
realistically, I haven't straight up shaved my balls in forever. I
Yeah.
just take a pair of scissors every
Trim
now
it
and
down
then,
a little bit.
trim that shit down, whatever.
I don't know where to go from here. I don't know what to say at this point.
I got a question for you.
Oh fuck, here we go.
Being two people who have stayed with women for extended periods of time, or as far as I don't want to say
Committed
lived with them.
relationships.
Yeah, committed relationships. Morning after you have sex with a girl, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe the next day.
Okay.
You either go to take a piss or you go to take a shower.
Mm-hmm.
You ever pull the world's longest hair
From around your ball
from
sack?
around your ball sack, but it starts in your butt crack,
Bro.
and as you're pulling it, you feel it slipping through your butt crack.
And that's like a finger in an orgy.
You either gotta freaking move away from it or back right into it.
Depends on the kind of man you are. Bert Kreischer, Secret Time.
Oh my god.
That happened again. But yeah, no, I'm not even having to have sex. Literally just sleeping in.
Well, I mean,
a
I
girl's
live with her
bed.
now, so it happens a lot.
Not just sleeping in a girl's bed. You will get long hairs that I don't know how it happens, but they attract magnetate.
Whoa.
What the
No.
fuck?
Definitely not magnetate, dude.
Oh my god. They just wrap around your ball sack.
Yeah.
Like not around your dick, just your ball sack.
And at some point, they'll make their way to your butthole, and then when
Yeah.
you pull them out, you can feel
Oh,
both
dude.
sides of your body.
It's almost like it's a weird kind of satisfying.
Now, what?
No, not a
Whoa,
butt crack. Not the butt
whoa.
crack. Pulling it from around your ball sack is
A
like
little bit satisfying.
a weird kind of satisfying. A really
Yeah,
weird
little
kind
bit.
of satisfying.
A little bit. She
But-
says for girls that happens all the time.
Oh,
Which I would
I know
assume
for a
so.
fact the girl's always pulling hair out of their butt crack, like head
Yeah.
hair.
You got a hairy butt crack?
Oh yeah, we've talked about this.
I think I've seen it. I know you've seen mine.
Bro, I have a picture on my phone
Of my butt crack?
of your butt with Emily's hand on one cheek. when we
Oh
were
yeah, I
camping
forgot
that one
about
time.
that. Yeah, I forgot
Peep
about that.
his Instagram; it should be on there.
It'll be in my photos of me. I
Yeah,
didn't post it on
from
mine.
back
she
in
posted it a couple months ago.
November, December,
Maybe.
something like that. Yeah, great photo.
Good photo. Yeah.
Shot
I was
with
chugging
the,
a beer.
iPhone XR.
We are not sponsored by Apple, so we do not give a fuck.
Great fucking camera though. I'll tell you what, boys
Oh my god.
and girls, boys and girls.
And girls. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But
Hey, at least we haven't made any gay jokes that we have to cover for.
not yet. We still got like 6-7 minutes left in this podcast. Hour and 24, by the way.
That's fine.
Does not feel like an hour and 24 minutes.
Not at all. Well, if you think about it, the phrase absinthe and acid was used earlier in this podcast, and I think you forgot about it.
Yeah, I did.
I'm not letting you forget about absinthe and acid.
I got a hairy butt crack though.
Yeah, same. It's honestly
You ever trim it?
no. I'm
Never?
not comfortable with myself doing that.
Whoa, never?
It's not that hairy. It's just an annoying
Oh.
level of hairy.
Nah, I gotta. Like, when I say every now and then, I mean like every 6 months. I gotta do some lawn maintenance back there, man.
No, I've never. It's never. It's not that bad. It's just enough to be slightly annoying.
Looks like a fucking squirrel's tail, man. You gotta trim that shit down, brother.
Oh my god.
Which is a very difficult process. I think the boldest thing I may have ever done in my life is shaving my balls with a safety razor. Yeah.
Like a single bladed safety.
Yeah. Desperate times, man. I was about to get laid. I know what you know what? Go ahead and say it. I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead and say it. Congrats on the sex, bro. Exactly.
I whispered mine though.
Holy shit. By the way, myself and my co-host may have done the greatest thing mankind has ever done.
Yes.
May have done the greatest thing mankind. Look,
I'm gonna tell it from my point of view here for a second.
Hold on. I'm so excited. We're gonna derail this whole podcast right here. First things first. This is why women live longer. Just want to get that out of the way.
It is. I agree.
Second thing second. This is why men have more fun, is because we are so excited over what is probably the dumbest thing. Third things third, we did the greatest thing mankind has done in 2019 so far. Bar none.
So, no shit, there I am. I'm driving to work. I'm going into work a little late because I worked night shift the night before, so I was at work until 2 a.m. I'm going in at about 10. So, a normal hour for campus be pretty busy, and I have to drive past campus. So, I'm driving along, and Will drives an old Chevy truck. I see a lot
97.
like him, and I
Yeah.
look at him like, oh, that looks like Will's truck. And then I see a head pop out the window. I'm like,
Now-
oh, it's Will's truck.
From my perspective, I'm driving to a meeting where somebody's about to rip me a new asshole from a military perspective. Like, legitimately, somebody's about to be down my throat for the next 30 minutes about some bullshit, won't get into it, whatever. I'm leading up to this red light. I see his Jeep, and I'm like, hey, that's my pig. Like, I'm like, hey, that's Will. I lean my head out. I see him see me. He leans his head out. Now you may continue.
We're going through the red light.
Yep.
Well, he came up to it as a red light.
Yeah.
Because he was turning left into
Yes.
campus. I was going straight past, so he is
Right.
stopped.
Yes.
And I'm driving past him. I lean my head out the window. We drive past each other yelling.
And at the same time, we both had the same idea. We put our hands out the window.
And by hands, I mean
Half
I had
our bodies.
half my fucking body. I drive a
did
stick
too.
shift.
Yeah.
I have to be working a clutch and use my right hand and steer. And I have half my body hanging out the window. And we have the best fucking high five ever.
Totally random. Fucking ever. Yo, I was so happy going to get my ass chewed out. It fucking made I was like, this is the best day of 2019.
I looked in my rearview mirror. The girl behind me in this white, like, fucking SUV had the weirdest look on her
Yo.
face as I swerve back into my lane because I was like 3 inches from running into the bed of his truck.
So this is the dumb shit that we get excited over, but it's something that you don't know. I was still stopped at that red light. After you drove by.
I
And
drove
as
by past everybody.
Yeah, as we leaned out the window, we were like, yeah! And then just, like, had this huge high five. Like, we got it right. We looked at the elbows. Like, we fucking
No, I'm
killed
saying
that shit.
it was a loud, solid high five.
Yeah.
It wasn't no, like, glancing off pinkies bullshit.
No, we
it was
got
a
that
good
shit.
fucking high five.
And so, once you drove by, my light still wasn't green. So I had like 40 students looking into my truck at me, and I was still excited. And they just looked at me like we were fucking nuts. And then I found the one dude that was laughing that got that it was fucking awesome. And I was like, leaned back out my window. I was like, you fucking know what's up. Just fucking, and then just like fucking drove out of the red light. may have been the best morning of 2019.
Oh, that was fantastic.
This
That was
is why
honestly
women live
awesome.
longer, and this is why men get excited over dumb shit.
And that was the perfect story to end our 5th episode of the Sidebar Podcast on.
Absolutely.
Man,
Can I do the outro?
sure. These things go by so quick.
I think it's because of the beer.
Probably.
Yeah. As always, we're going to wrap it up.
I love you guys.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for the 5th episode of the Sidebar Podcast. We don't know what we're going to name it yet, but we'll figure it out.
It's not going to be absinthe and acid, apparently.
No, it's fucking not. As always, if you want us to talk about something, leave a comment on Twitter or Instagram at SidebarPod. Follow our SoundCloud or iTunes. And please, please, please,
Preferably both.
yes, and please reference us to your friends so we can continue to grow our community. Today we hit a huge landmark at 150 listens, well on our way to 200. Reference us to your friends. And as always, something that we're shooting for with iTunes is to get on the new and noteworthy. So please leave a rating and a comment on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram
Do you boys a favor.
at
Support your buddies.
SidebarPod. Also, we may or may not have t-shirts coming soon. Peep our Instagram, and we will see you guys next week.
Ball game.
Ball game.